Much better, much better. Konga just, I think they knew how important it was to win that point back. And that was just a question of smash, smash, smash. You could see Hafizi and Zachary being slowly pegged back to the baseline. Nobody wants to be in a defensive pattern. You have to force them there. Found his smash point well. Now we have that 3-point difference at the important end of the game. You've just joined us, of course. And I mean, really just joined us. And I'm wondering what this new, exciting, colourful badminton league is all about. The Kopiko Purple League, you just saw it there. New scoring format, new scoring system. Each match played to the best of 5. 11-point games, so points 7, 8, and 9 now the critical ones. As you can see, Hafizi and Zachary already at 7. Starting to put the pressure on, and 6 of those matches in every tie. And the ties played over match days in a league format all the way up to February to determine which of these 12 clubs that are taking part, all from the districts of Kuala Lumpur, featuring some big-name import players. Which of those 12 clubs will be champion, and of course which of the other 12 will join them in the special Champions Challenge that happens after this. It's going to be one weekend in February after this. The top 8 clubs in the league will all face off again in the season closer. And this much, much better from Hafizi and Zachary. We didn't see this in the last game. They were looking quite lethargic on the back line, but that's what I expected to see. Zachary ready to pounce at the net, and Hafizi on the back line. And they've been pressuring and winning as a result. So the Cheras team, after facing an initial game down, have rallied nicely. Zachary and Hafizi have fixed their game. They got game point here to take a 2-1 lead. Brilliant disguise. They forced the advantage and they've won it. Well done. And that's what I did say at the beginning of the game. That's their most effective positioning for both of them, is that Zachary being up front. If we look at the angles they've been trying to pick, it was just too difficult for Kong. That's how you do it. Look at that. 8, 11, 11, 9, 11, 6. My 2-1 game. I hope they make a little montage of all the times that these fans have been caught surprised on camera. Here's another one. There you go. They're waving to me. And a third one. Well, no one noticed that. No takers? Now they're all busy on www.purpleleague.com looking up all the details, results, news and views. So just because we didn't get a reaction the last one, we have one here. Very nice to see. And once again, a big shout out to all the fans that have turned up here at the Sports Arena Sentosa tournament, official tournament venue for the Kopiko Purple League. Yes, it's fun to watch it on TV. Yes, you can see a lot of details on TV, but you really need to feel the atmosphere and get yourself down here. Get onto ibookcourt.com. All the tickets are free. Bring the family on the weekends. Plenty of match days to be played. Now, what can Kong and Vutus do here? Now they do know what they need to do to win because they've just won the last 2 games, and you can see immediately they're standing in a much better position, forcing the point. It was just that error there that's handed the serve back. But on this current state of form, I can really see Hafizi and Zachary taking this. Second smash just a little bit off. So it's not like they're not getting their chances. At 3-all. I've never really quite seen or understood the signals, and so I shouldn't. I'm not part of the team, but that was play 1 again. It looked completely different from the play 1 earlier. And still, these are the inner mechanics of teams that will be discussed on Astro's brand new show Racket, with Sharon Wee hosting it. She's already had a couple of good interviews with some of the club managers, but having a league format, plenty of stories will be happening over the next few weeks. You can catch them all Mondays 10 p.m. channel 801 Racket with Sharon Wee. Well pounced on. Read well. Well, that's better movement from Kongavuntis as well. So, with both pairs now moving into an attacking frame of mind, other spaces will open up. More importantly, this could go to 5. Well, that's not good. Kong was way off court there, and he left his partner to defend everything. No surprise, the point went the other way. He did get back on court in time, but for a while it was just all Wunter's defending. Stephen Ong again resuming his discussions with the players, and of the 4 umpires and service judges, it has always been Stephen Ong that gets to discuss the finer points of the game. Played from Zachary. What a great shot. Cross court. Kong thought it was going to be a smash. He went low to try and pick it up, but it was dropped in the end, disguised. They've eked out a 7-5. Now just even before I finished it. Now just a 1-point lead. Very wide. So that lead now disappeared. Seven apiece. Hafizi and Zachary 2-1 up. He's upset with himself, Zachary, but so far this game is progressing at least well enough that they can deliver. They've already, regardless, delivered an extra 2 games to their club. 8-2 is how it stands now. Very good, +6 difference for this tie. And if you add that to their -5, they did of course lose their opening tie 14-9, then it at least puts them in better standing in the play. Of course, this is not the final score. There are 3 more matches after this, plenty of games to be won, and whatever that game difference is at the end is what they're going to add on. They're currently in 10th place in the league, and that includes this morning's demolition of Nusa Jaya by Klang United. And put them, Klang, in second spot. I did say it could go to 5, and it's looking that way now. This is match point for one of them. It's game point for another one. Oh, that could have been it. Zachary with the error. He found the space, couldn't find the shot, couldn't convert the match point. So we go to 5 in the men's doubles. It's tied between Cheras and Petaling Jaya. And look at that. Oh, it's just a foot away from winning that match. That's where we stand now, 8-3. Closest of margins in the end. Oh, it's rather calm and relaxed. Seeing them in action a little bit later on. Hafiz Hashim, the captain you just saw there, after a brilliant performance in the first game, is now fully changed and sitting in the coach's chair. Looking here at some of the VIPs. These are the fans that have made their way down for some weekend action. So Vutis to serve. 5th game. Could go anywhere from here. This is expected, this opening flurry of points in the 5th game. You might just see the service change a great many times. And of course, what will get interesting is once we hit points 4, 5, and 6. Which, by the looks of it, might quickly go the Kong and Vutis. Not if they play like that. So much space left on that side. And I think that's obviously why he was laughing. I don't think he's ever had to jump that high now. I did say 4, 5, and 6. Well, Hafiz and Zachary have hit that level. And these aren't the critical points. Critical points are 7, 8, and 9. Not just because you're close at the end of the game, but psychologically, of course, it's an uphill struggle for your opponents. And that means so much more in this 5th and deciding game. Good aggressive play from Kong and Vutis. Petaling Jaya, don't forget, do need to win this. They've already pulled 2 games back, which is good. Let's cut that down, that game difference down to +5 for now. It can go up again to +6, or it can go down to +4 for Cheras. And after their initial loss in the first tie, they need to get a positive, as opposed to a negative games difference from this tie. They're still undetermined as to how many ties you can lose and win. This is the inaugural Kopiko Purple League, so all those statistics will be derived later on. We have, of course, no defending champion either. So it's up for these clubs to set the mark themselves. But of course, in the established league systems around the world, especially football, they do say that you can't lose more than 7 games in any football league if you're thinking of taking the championship. I'm sure a similar stat which regards this tournament will be derived later on. So far, and I have watched every point so far, a good haul of 10 games from every match day should be enough. If you can, of course, pull off the maximum of 18, even better, which is what Moir City did yesterday. So far, nicely balanced game here. Means that Petaling Jaya have, on the overview of it, done better, as they have put a couple of games into their bag, shall we say. As we get into the final few points of this match. That was commanded by Lucas. How many attempts would you want at that shot? He only really get one. He missed the first one, tried the second one. To his credit, he almost picked it up. There's only one player that I've seen that has done a triple head fake in the games that I've watched. That is, of course, Lin Dan. 2 fake attempts at hitting on the third, completely different direction, but of course he's on a different planet when it comes to badminton. Now, after all that good work from Vuntus, we have Hafizi and Zachary closing in on the win. And it's been those smashes that have really helped. It would be funny after the last 2 games if this also went down to a 10-10 in the Purple League format. Of course, 1 deciding point, so there is that chance that both pairs could be on match point, but just that 1 point deciding it. But that might not happen, as Hafizi and Zachary have 2 match points now. And don't forget, they were a game down. So, slight error. And that's one match point saved. Can they do it again? And the Cheras players all standing up. They want this match point to be converted. So here we go. It's in. The exact shot that he missed in the last game. This time Zachary, you could see him watching the flight of the shuttle just to make sure. Look at this. The exact same shot, except this time he makes it count. This time it's bang on the money. And look at this teamwork from both of them. Finds the angle, goes straight up the line. They know it's coming and they've created that space on the right and the left. And they've done it. Look at what it means to them as well. 3-2. Let's hear from the winners on court with JD.
All right, we're down here on the tournament arena floor with the winners, Hafizi and Zachary right now. Close match. It could have gone either way. Were you stressed? How did you feel going into the last few points?
The last few points, maybe I use a little experience because we must come down first before we finish the game.
But the big question is, you managed to do it. You got it through, but did your fans help you push through and win this match?
Yeah, I feel good, and last match I'm pressure and I go finish it.
What do you feel about that card that you got from the umpire?
Oh, I feel disappointed.
You won anyway. Congratulations, guys. 9-3 ahead, ladies and gentlemen. Cheras BC.
Thank you, JD. As we get back to the highlights, they were one game down. And at this point, it looked like Buntus Kong were going to deliver for PJ. But again, one of the things I'm a big fan of badminton is teams or players rescuing the situation they're in, reading the game that they're in. That's what makes true champions, and that's exactly what Zachary and Hafizi did. They edged their way closer and closer. They could have won it 3-1, but for the shot right down the middle from Zachary that didn't quite work out. And then in a strange twist of fate, he had the chance to play that exact same shot again. And he won it this time. He's so happy. So, if we look at the first 5-game match, 49 short serves to 42. Good control, I suppose. The unforced errors, as I said, I don't really look at those when it comes to doubles. But smash winners, look at that, 12-9. That's what really makes the difference. So as we move on, we get to the mixed doubles. Nizam and Sun Fei against Bodin Isara and Prajakta Sawant. I have seen Bodin and Prajakta play already. Quite useful. And they need to deliver for PJ as well. The score currently on aggregate is 9-3. A good +6 game difference for Cheras after losing their first tie. They're currently on -5 in their goal difference, so this will put this one to +1. Ian Spear in the umpire check, just see him taking the chair now. And Tong Yu Chin will be your service judge. Sun Wei Cho, ranked 23rd in the world. Or rather, she's 23 years old. I do apologize. I was getting a bit carried away there with rankings and date of birth. She's not 23rd in the world at all. She's 23 years old. And these are the two that have been charged to pull back the 6-game deficit they currently face. Prajakta Sawant from India, of course. Proved very useful at the net. And the last time I saw him, they're going to need that as we get Ian Spear gets the game underway.
Ladies and gentlemen, my right, Petaling, Jaya, represented by Kopiko and Jaya Sawant. On my left, Cheras, represented by Mohammed Rafi, Zahid Abdul Khalid, and Sun Fei Chu. Petaling, Jaya to serve, Jaya Sawant to Mohammed Rafi Zian Abdul Khalid. Level, play.
So we're underway. Very open, easy pace game so far. Expecting that to change. Pace here on that shot. Found a nice bit of space. Well, gets to replay that a few occasions. dropped a racket there.
Service hold call. Service over. 4-4.
Just get these early points out the way. Start to hopefully see some kind of difference between both pairs. Nothing so far. Now we do have a couple of points clear for Bodin and Prajakta. It's good for them, if, of course, they can make something from it. And that's a very nice shot. Hard to control. Flick from midcourt. They've enlarged that to a 3-point lead. Now looking largely comfortable as that error there from Lutfi means that it is now 9. Game for the other direction. So they take the first game 11-7. They help their club's cause. 9-4 the score now. Ideally, it'd be perfect if they could pick up a 3-love here. Weren't really convincing enough so far, but they were at least in the lead for most of that game and showed a few advantages over Lutfi and Sung. So maybe, just maybe, look at Nienten Min there, always looking so focused, always. He played a very good game to kick this tie off. It was just a better game that was played by Hafiz Hashim, led to a 3-1 lead. Now you can see how important those extra games were. As Isara and Sawan are trying to pull those back. And let's watch them now rack up a few of these points in the early part of the second game. Five, 4 now. Lutfi Sung making a bit of a fight back. Will this go to 5 as well? Well, they'll have to pick up their games, both of them, I would have thought. But if errors keep creeping in like that, it might just happen. As I said, what Petaling Jaya need is win or lose, not concede games, especially not easily. Again, level pegged. It would be good for Prajakta and Bodin's confidence to win this second game. One called out. Now, whoever wins this second game, you could very well see. Now, that's a very critical point for the pair in blue. Good chance here to jump. But then another error, and just been creeping into Prajakta's game last few points. Still a good chance from here for them to go 2-love up. So they have game point. Good showing. Even though they have had a couple of errors in the last few points, they've got here. They can make that aggregate score 9-5 right now. Well, not quite yet. So they do it. Well done to Bodin and Prajakta. It's an error in the end that gives them that second game, but they're not going to argue about that. And look at their positioning here. Nicely balanced, keeping those diagonals, shifting them around, finding the space. Very difficult point to pick out, but they did. So 11-7, 11-9. Looking good so far. So good. I would have thought they probably need about a 5 or 6 point lead. And they're on their way to getting that now. well played in this third game. Oh, that one was a bit wide, but Aaron, yeah, you can forgive him for being a bit excited.
2-5.
Now, they're allowing their opponents back in. Slight lack of focus, nothing too serious, but they do need to win this point. Did so they can capitalize on that. 7-4, maybe 8-4, and they have been, that's beautifully done. It's always important just to change the direction of your second or third drive. She went under the net, so it wasn't the best of shots. Seven-6 now. They're leaving it as the closest of margins. They need to take control of it. They don't want Cheras to pick up any games here. Should have been killed off. Still managing to keep ahead. They are at least closer now. That's a good, well, I'd like to say it's a good error, but I think everybody in the stadium wanted to see Petaling Jaya come through. Now, match point for a good, clean 3-love win. It's held Cheras back, but more importantly, it's closed that gap down, if they can convert this point. Should have gone for the smash. Dangerous shot from Bodin. Brilliant recovery from Projekta. One of them's got to have to take the advantage, break out the defensive pattern. This is inviting trouble. It was always going to end up either Bodin or Projekta had to move forward in that point by forcing the rally and being that flat on the baseline. It was was getting easier for Lutfi and Sung to just start pounding the power in. Now they do have a couple more match points here, but concerning that they didn't take advantage of that. And again, playing on the defense, that's better. That's out. No, it's in. They've done it. No, they haven't. It was a very odd call there because it looked down and the umpire said looked in. Have a look at it again. I think it was just long. It was long and not wide. I was looking at the wide judge and not the long judge. You can see the long judge off on the left of your screen, and the wide judge at the bottom of your screen. So they still have a match point here. They need to just finish it off. Rajacta could have gone a bit more powerful on that. They're playing the angles. It's in. They've done it. 11-9. Badly read by Lutfi in the end. So 3-love. Just a misread at the end on the most critical point. And now look at this. There are a couple of times here where she could have put a bit more power on that. Good movement anyway, left to right. And if you look at her partner, they're always trying. Beautifully placed. So, not good news for Cheras, as they had crafted out a +6 goal difference. It's now been eroded to +3, and seeing as how they were -5 from the first time, not good. Let's hear from the winners down on court with JD.
All right, thanks, Jeevan. We're down here at the tournament arena floor. Bodin, how do you feel? Happy?
Really happy, and meeting coach me really happy, and manager.
All right, very, very good. Now, question for Jakarta. Now, the thing is, it's 9-6. 2 more matches to go. Do you think Petaling Jaya can win this tie?
They should win. They should win, yeah.
All right, congratulations. Ladies and gentlemen, Petaling Jaya BC! Back to you in a commentary booth.
Good performance by them. And of course, what JD is saying is completely right. Now, Cheras, of course, ended the first tie they played with a -5 game difference. Well, they could, now that it's just +3, lose this tie should Petaling Jaya come back. They have Shakya Rizad playing the captain of PJ, Yagendran Krishnan, so a chance for the captain to deliver some of those points. You look at the statistics here from that last match, all played at the nets, no one really playing long. Not much smashing going on, and really it was down to, even with their unforced errors, they still managed to come through.